Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team got it, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM and it said, flex mode, this is Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone, I got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second and 11 now. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. On first down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
And I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Throwing his Allen on third. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let him play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Lock it.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
No, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On third down, here's Lindsay. He'll have it first down past the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. And that carry just did something significant as well. It pushed him past Jerome Bettis on the NFL all-time rushing list. The bus had 13,662.
And not every carry you get in the NFL is going to be open field, right? A place you can make your cuts. You got to get some of those grimy yards, don't you? You got to go inside and run through people, just as Jerome Bettis did. That's what we've seen him do as well.
It's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
You got a standard white boy contract.
They'll try the right side with McCoy. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Looks good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to walk one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And as these guys enter play week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one.
Come on, set. 90,
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. So left side, it's complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting. And that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around, obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's Allen to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Allen, now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the sack on 1st down, Allen gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw on 3rd down, Allen. And he'll find Moreau here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And his kick here is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Onto the field comes New Orleans. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And his kick is indeed good, and the Bills have come back to regain the lead. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They'll keep it on the ground again here, and they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've come upon halftime, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A give, running right, Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On second down, it's Hunt, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They run again with Hunt. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Finding Knox there, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? You see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the 1st down.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another run by Lindsey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 10th carry now for McCoy. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try to run this one in, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They come out here in the eye. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Philip Lindsey in the final minute. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Allen and the Bills now, down 17-13, a little over 30 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw. The hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. He's back to throw. Catch made, it's Moreau. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So